straightaway,
Right.
and that turned me slightly down to the left, and the 77 was coming up at the same time, and just it turned me backwards, and I slammed into the barrels with the back of the car, and well, that was the fast repair gone.
Yeah.
I believe we got the stream back up there, just real quick. Sorry to interrupt there, Matty. So just to let everybody know, we're having a chin wagon with Matty, who's unfortunately just retired from this one, but just elaborating there. Matt, with 17 to go as well, so do you think these drivers are going to make it to the end? Do you think they'll go there for a splash and dash?
Oh, no, they're going to need more fuel, for sure. We're only getting about 17, 18 laps on fuel, so they're definitely going to have to pit again.
Yeah, it's been actually been a fun race. Have y'all raced this track before?
We have. Typically for us, I mean, usually when we open the season, we always like to, it's nice to open with a SuperSpeedway because it usually brings out a lot of drivers and gets everybody excited about it and stuff like that. And I was talking to Benson and Nodge, the admins for this series, and I said it wouldn't have mattered if we went to Daytona or Talladega. The same things would have happened, and I knew at some point it would single file out, and that's what's happened now. And but with 5 to go, they'll start getting more racy for sure.
Oh, definitely, yeah, and you're right. What happened to you and what happened just in general in most of these accidents tonight, that's super speedway racing. You got just the nature of the beast. We just had a couple of pit stops there. Guys are, I guess, trying to undercut and get their fuel
John,
and get back out there.
The Nudge, Michael Seymour there, Riley Smith there, and Taylor have come in as well too. So it's the time to come in, as you guys mentioned. Mate, you don't mind hanging with us for a little bit, do you, mate? So we can pearl through the rest of this one. Up to you, boss man, unless you're spotting for somebody.
Yeah, no, I can hang out for you guys. Not a problem. It's not a problem.
Yeah, we had a little. I'm not even sure if you're aware because we're still in the race chat. But we had a little technical issue with the stream, so we had to jump over. Looks like we may have gotten all that straightened out now. But it's been a good race.
Lead's coming in.
Oh yeah, they're coming. Yeah, it's time.
So this is a race on pit road. This is crucial here. So you got to spot your team perfectly. We won't see it on the screen, unfortunately, because they don't do that in iRacing. They don't show us all the guys out there, the pit crew, and so they go.
Matt, do you think anybody's going to take tires here?
No. If I'm anybody, I'm just taking fuel and I'm getting out of there.
That's what I figured.
Racing the pit stops, exactly. Somebody is up there at the pit road, but these drivers that are coming in from the lead here, this could be huge. Brad was the leader coming in. Somebody's missed a pit box completely. Oof.
Oh, it's no, that's Matt Harmon.
Yeah. That probably ends his chances because he won't be part of this lead pack anymore.
Brad does come out ahead. Dominic in P2, Davey P3, Stevie P4, P5. I'm just saying P on positions, of course, in pit stops because we do suspect that James Durr will have to come back down again, although he did box on lap. Yeah, he'll come back down again. Ward Fisher as well, too. These two drivers are going to give themselves a little bit of a tow, probably 1 or 2 more laps before they'll have to hand it over to Brad Criss as the race leader with 14 to go, gentlemen.
Yeah, maybe Matt Harmon might be all right there. He's got a couple of guys behind him. If they could hook up, maybe they can catch that lead pack. They didn't seem to be that far behind them.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. It's going to be who's going to draft the best. I mean, the big thing with this car is you've got to stay really tightly packed together. And if you can put 3 or 4 cars tightly packed together, you could run away from everybody.
They don't need that, don't they? Look at that. Brad's with Davey now, and that's essentially P1, P2. They're about to zoom past Ward and James. They're in pit road right now, so they will go back to P1, P2. But then there's a gap. Then there's a gap to Stevie down here, who's got Domenic Zenobi, our race sponsor, giving him a push. These 4 drivers have to catch back up to each other, I may suspect. Then you go down back to Matty and Ben. So we've got 2 packs of 2 by 2, gentlemen.
I'm surprised here, Matt. None of these guys seem to be tucked up on the bumper like they should be to be really moving here.
Well, the problem is I don't know what it is with the next-gen car, but if it's 2 cars, it's very difficult to make the bumpers connect. You need that 3rd car to really make the bumpers connect.
Interesting. Okay, I did not know that. That's interesting perspective on that. So all these guys have paired off, and they got to wait till they get with somebody else, and then they can tuck them up together.
Yeah, if you can put 3 of them together, then you can get the bumpers locked together. 2 cars, for whatever reason, it's like there's an air bubble that you just can't overcome.
Oh,
and you can see it, like if you're looking at Brad and Davey, you can see the air bubble.
Have a look at this. Yeah, Stevie's caught him at a rapid pace because he's going to get pushed from Domenic behind, and just like that, 2 cars turned into 4 cars.
Yeah, but they're running side by side here. They, if they want to pull away and be a 4-car pack, they need to line up and go.
Yep, that's what they need to do. If I was Steve and Domenic, I'd be pulling down, get in front of them, and pull away.
Oh, he almost stole him, mate. That's pulling down a little bit day late, dollar short on that one. Almost turned Brad. He sort of realised that Brad's there, right, Domenic? Brad's right next to you, mate. And here we go. So we're side by side, gentlemen. They're not going that line of stern just yet, but these 4 drivers with 10 to 12 to go have a good chance at winning this one.
Well, you know, Brad Kress is a really smart driver. If he sees this is going to go side by side, and you get some guys start pulling up behind him, coming up, Brad might slide back in there behind those 2 guys and make this, and try to make this 4-pack go.
They have to get in line, because if they race like this side by side, they're going to pull everybody back to them if they're going if those go single file.
I'll tell you what's interesting as well too. They've got traffic coming up too, gentlemen. There's 2 cars also up the road. Now, will they do those cars just completely let get out of the road there, or could they be players here on going up on the left side column or the right side column, and perhaps spoiling some of these other drivers' days? It's going to be interesting because you can see them up the road.
Yeah, they're not necessarily slow cars. They just pit cycle has cycled them out like this. It could very well be their really fast cars.
Well, I mean, you've got to, like, hopefully these guys can catch them, and then it's going to be a matter of what line can pick up the draft off of them. Yeah, because if you can pick up the draft off of them, you'll see that those cars will start sucking up, and as soon as they start sucking up, then it'll get interesting. But they've just got back in line, so. Yeah.
There goes Brad. I knew Brad wasn't going to sit there and run side by side. He's too smart of a race car driver. He saw that they weren't going to line up behind him, so he just went ahead and jumped on in there and make sure that this is a 4-car race and not an 8 or 10-car race.
Wondering as well too, just so you can let us know as a driver, Matty, because you were out there earlier. Does that wind play any factor into a SuperSpeedway at all? It's about 12 miles per hour. 11 miles per hour.
Not really at this track. I mean, the biggest thing here is the air that the cars are, it's the draft, right? That's your big thing is the draft. So
that's all about, isn't it? Big draft.
Can we get a chopper shot here or something where we can see if they're tightening up together and running so the first 2 cars are, and Brad kind of hadn't quite got up behind them and sucked up there, but now they're going in the turn. But interesting, they're still not really sucking it up to each other to take off. It's